sell, break that down and keep track of it. So now we're going to go to the video, keep track for now.
What we're going to do right now is we'll just walk around just to confirm everything that's going to go. And I'm going to put a colored post-it on it so that we're clear.
Okay.
And once we've done that and you're comfortable, Jesse, then you can go and relax, maybe have some breakfast. Okay. And what about the boxes? You have those. You want to keep these? And then everything on your dresser and your dresser, is that right?
I think so, yeah. And the telephone, yeah.
Okay. And we'll bring your photos and your plaques. What about this painting?
That was the first one I did.
Do you want to keep that with you? Pack up what we're going to take for her. Moving truck will be here by 10:30, which is another half hour. We'll load and be gone from here by noon and start the unload and unpack into her new residence. Okay, so we're going to start right here in the living room, dining room area, first room that we come in the house. I like to always start at the first room at the front door. So when we're back through with flow of traffic and work, we see you get a sense of accomplishment seeing first room is set up. It'll also show you what extra room we have in order to bring in additional lots should we need that when we're doing setup. Okay, so this is Jesse's master bedroom, and if you remember from the previous video, we actually took all the pieces of furniture from this and moved it into retirement with Jesse, which is very common for us, of course, and for all of you to take care of master bedroom, and it goes along with her. So what you'll see is basically a full empty room that we're going to be able to utilize in the MaxSold setup and bring any overflow from any other room in here. So we have just some collector plates above the window that she had for decoration, and we'll take those down and add those into a tray lot so they'll become part of a collectible lot, I guess we'll call it. And then we have the bed assist, so as a lift unit that they used for Jesse's husband when he was here with her. And that's an item that we're going to be able to sell. Again, it's medical aid, so for me, I know our market likes a group of medical aids together, so I'm going to move that over towards the assist pole and add it with the assist pole that we saw in the living room as well. So that'll just become a natural medical aid lot. And then obviously we're just using floor space for tray lots or any small pieces of furniture that we're able to pick up and bring in here. Okay, so we're in the kitchen now, and what we find is each cupboard space is a natural lot box. So what we like to do, because it is everyday dishes, so there's occasionally you'll find some nice collectibles within there, but we'll search through and see what's there and pull out anything of any real value and just tidy up the kitchen cupboard, and that will become a natural lot box where we'll put a sticker, a lot number on the exterior of the cupboard, and the purchasers will come with their own boxes and packing material, and they'll come and pack up and take those items away with them. So you'll see once we pan through after we've been in this room how each cupboard becomes an actual lot. And it may be that we're putting 2 cupboards together or 3, depending on the value of what is in there. If it's a Tupperware cupboard, we're going to add that somewhere else in order to make the lot more appealing. So now in the back room of the basement, it's an unfinished area that Jesse's husband has used as a workshop, and she has been going through items. There's boxes here that haven't been opened for a number of years. So this is how we found it. What we will do is quickly have a look in each box to identify if there's anything of value there. Otherwise, what we'll do is open boxes just to expose what's there, you know, and add that into an organized lot so the photographer can take a picture of it. It'll sell as a miscellaneous lot. So we're not going to spend a lot of time digging through boxes unless when we first open it, we notice something of a collectible nature, and then we're going to dig further into that box to have a look at what's there. And then on the side, you're going to see a number of tools, gloves, work gloves. This area is almost naturally already set up as lots. So all we're going to do is tighten it up a little bit and make a separation so that we're able to put a lot number on it, photograph it, and it'll sell. So the tabletop here may end up being 3 lots in total by just us adding a division in the table itself. On the side walls, there is a number of hand tools that Jesse's husband had already organized into hanging displays. That becomes a natural lot, so we won't even touch it other than to put a lot number on that. We may decide that there's not enough value in what we see on the lot now and add a few other screwdrivers or hammers or whatever we can hang into that area. We may actually include the electrical wires and ropes that are hanging into this lot as well, and then the purchaser will come and remove those items, box them up, and take them away. Up in the rafters, you always have to remember to look up, because we see that there's a number of items that they've stored up in here. There's lots of wire, extra cabling for weed eaters, there's lights, pieces of scrap wood. So we may decide that, you know, these are items that we need to pull down and add to a lot, or we may, just by looking at what is up there, is make a lot out of those and have people take away the wood scraps. Any handyman likes to have pieces of wood to finish projects, so there is value in those items. So I would not, you know, just toss them out, but you for sure have to review what's around, or what's around you, what's above you, and expose those areas. I have all the teacups and saucers. So while we've been walking around and just looking at the 3 bedrooms that are here in the house, Kim has started the setup process. So she's been at this for about 15 minutes now. And you'll see that the china cabinet now has just one lot in it of silver-plated collectible items. Those will stay in place and get a number on them. And when the photographer and cataloger come through, it will be described as a lot of silver plate and photographed as such. And then there will be a photograph of the china cabinet with a notation that the contents are not included. So that way we're able to utilize that space in the setup and not have to handle this stuff more than one time. And then you'll see, as we talked about, the sofa and chair are now beside each other, so those are going to be a lot together. And then the 2 tables have been brought together so that they're able to be measured and photographed and become a lot. And from the china cabinet, these are the items that have been taken out of the top. So we have cornflower crystal, and Kim's put that into 2 trays. And those will become 1 lot. So these 2 trays will sell as a lot. And behind them is a tray lot of miscellaneous glass, and we will add to that. So that's the start of a lot. And as we find more items, we'll build that lot larger. What you'll see over on the side under the window are some lots that are also just started. Those will be miscellaneous lots. And we will, as we're going through, add additional items to this to make it a more appealing lot. So in the hallway, we have a mirror with the decorative cherubs on either side, and that to me is a natural lot. I would not move that. Lot sticker will go on the wall. It'll stay where it is until the purchaser comes in and removes their purchase. Okay, again, typically in any senior's home, we find there's one room that's really filled up with excessive stuff. This is where Jessie did a lot of her sewing and crafts. So what's in time when she stopped doing craft work and sewing, she just found this is an easy catch-all room. So what we're gonna do is reduce the clutter from here. And we'll do that by removing small items. So there's a lot of sewing notions in here and craft supplies, lots of thread. So what we will do is do our lots here with our trays. We'll fill our trays and we'll move those because they're easy to manage out to either living room floor space or into the master bedroom again, where we have lots of space to use to set up. We may move some of the smaller pieces, you know, the chairs, things that are easy to manage for us, in order to open up more floor space to be able to show the better items, the larger items like the drop leaf table and the early antique dresser with the mustache pulls. And then as you can see, the drawers in the dresser here are full of linen. There's lots of tablecloths and fabrics that she's used for her crafts. So we'll be able to capture those and make a lot with sewing notions and craft items and put these in, and those will get captured in the sale as well. So these are things that we like to keep together and make, you know, a craft area so that we're able to market to those people and they find what they're looking for in each lot. There is some kitchen appliances in this room as well that she hasn't been using, just small appliances. So those we would take into the kitchen area and match those up with a lot for kitchen sale. There are a couple of sewing machines in here, and Jessie provided me with a little bit of information when we were here last week that one of the sewing machines was not in working order, so I made a note and put it on that sewing machine when we were here last week. We will try and sell this in a craft lot, so we'll add that with some material and some sewing notions and make sure that we're disclosing that there is some repair required on the sewing machine. But what we find is a lot of our customers will make a small adjustment and get that in working order, or they'll use it for parts. So it's not garbage because it's not in working order. We have a chest freezer, an upright freezer here in this room as well. So we'll empty it from contents. Any food that we will donate to a local food bank. And the freezer will stay where it is with a lot sticker on it. And when the purchaser comes to pick it up, they're the ones that are going to handle that. So, okay, so we're back in the craft room, and you'll see that a lot of the small items have been removed from this room. Most have gone into the master bedroom or into the hallway where we had space. We have 14 auction lots here. Basically, it's furniture items, but we did leave a couple of the collectible of nature items in here so that they're in a safe environment. You want to make sure anything that may be tipped over or broken is up and in a safe area. So that's why we've left the 7-piece basin and pitcher set up on a dresser. All right, so we have now completed the MaxSold setup for the auction. We have a total of 168 auction lots in the house, and we have spent a total of 15 staff hours here, sorting, setting up, bagging garbage, any donation that we've bagged for clothing, and you'll see going through that we have segregated each lot. To identify a lot, we leave a space between. So for example, down on the floor, you'll see we have 6 segregated lots. So we have a lot of green depression glass, pink depression glass, cups and saucers, crystal, collectible china, and the collectible teapots and plates. And between each, we've left enough of a space that when the catalogers and photographers follow us in, they're able to easily identify how we want the auction lots sold and how we've separated them so that there's no confusion. That will get a little more difficult when you see throughout the house, and then particularly in the workshop where there's a large volume of items and a smaller area to work with, where we have to make a division a little quicker and hopefully easily identifiable for our auction staff. We have lot numbers already on the lot, so when the pan goes through, you'll be able to see and identify lots. Thank you.